Welcome back, guys. It's the Ninja here with our final episode of Waffles SMP Season 4. I know, it is sad. It is very sad. Now, I owe you guys an explanation because I have not published videos in the past 2, maybe 3 months for a few reasons. One being personal issues. Second being that I've been super busy with school. It was finals, it was APs, it was regents, it was just a ton of testing and a ton of finals. So I just wasn't in the mood every day to film an episode. I just didn't feel like doing it. So Season 4 has ended in that time. In fact, it ended quite a while ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. But I still wanted to give a tour of the Season 4 world. It was my first season on Waffles, and on top of the tour I'll kind of be explaining what's happening with Season 5, in case you don't know, but it's pretty exciting. So anyway, we have the spawn point right here. We have our Iron Titan. I mean, you guys have probably all seen an Iron Titan. We have a buddy for us right there. It was broken many times. I think right now it's working though, and so yeah. The guy gets killed, some of the garbage items are ejected, and the iron, now we gotta fly all the way back down. Now, I don't think this was ever fully finished because the chests here were never hooked up, and only half the chests here were hooked up, but it still gave us plenty of iron. Towards the end, a lot of iron was being taken. Wow. Well, obviously nobody's played on in a long time, so iron has collected up. Wow, 5 double chests, 5.5 double chests of iron. Yeah, there's a shop in town that the iron was actually being sold by the person who created the Iron Titan. Okay, now we move over to the spawn area. Now, obviously most of the stuff here I didn't build. This is community area. This was Kyle's Plaza. Unfortunately, it never got finished. I really would have loved to see it in its total fruition. But he had a bunch of villager-related things here. This was his personal storage area, but then this was a community potato. These were carrots, I believe, and then up here, oh, not up here. And there was plans for a wheat farm. So he was gonna have potato, wheat, and carrot farm. And then on top of that, we had sugarcane farms here, an industrial furnace set up here. It was just really cool. And this was kind of the storage area. There was plans to be farms for a lot more. So there was going to be slimes, pumpkin and melon farms, cactus farms, potatoes, sugarcane, carrots, and wheat. Now, obviously, not all of that was finished because this season ended kind of quickly. There was a bit of a loss of interest, but don't worry, with Season 5, the interest has definitely come back. That's the AFK fishing hut, and all the items are sent up through there. So that is Kyle's Plaza. I actually don't know what this building is. It's related, for sure. It's definitely the same build style. Moving on down here, we have the shopping district. We did have one house. This was Proximity Sage's house. But most of the things here were shops. This was Matt's jungle shop. So he sold vines, cocoa beans, jungle wood, everything jungle related. This was the Elytra shop. One of them that the villager here, for some reason I can't click him, sold elytras for 3 nether stars. So yeah, it was a custom villager made. This was Specs Wings. So he sold elytras here too, with Unbreaking 3 and Mending, and I believe he only charged, what was it? He charged originally 2 nether stars, then he changed it to 2 stacks of diamonds, or a stack of diamonds, something like that. This was Proximity Sage's glass shop. I bought quite a lot of glass from here. Then we have Cosmito's clay shop. We also have Proximity Sage's snow and ice shop. And then we have Regent's kind of shop here. It never got finished. And this was our town hall. I'll show this off in a second. And then we had Life's and Epic Fails, no, sorry, Left Nut Logic, 2 L's. We have his disc shop here, and unfortunately a lot of these shops were never finished, as well as Vault Tech, which was made by Zach and Spec, I believe, and Matt. And it was a vault service. Now, because it ended so quickly, unfortunately a lot of these shops never finished. Oh, and I totally forgot, there's the iron shop and pumpkin shop over here. This is Kyle's iron shop, a diamond for stack, and then we have pumpkin pie shop, which again is a beautiful building, but I don't think there was any pies in there. So I have 3 shops in this district. I have my fish market. We have basically all the things that are fish related. You have puffer fish, you have name tags, which I guess aren't fish related, but you can't get them from AFK fishing. You have the clown fish, and here I have a lot of cooked fish and cooked salmon, and I sold it for diamonds, most of the stuff. So yeah, and I really like the little fishing hut. Next we have my more successful shops. We have my library. Now here's where I sold a bunch of enchanted books. I sold Silk Touch for just a diamond, Mending, which was by far the most popular book, Efficiency 5, Sharpness 5, and then I also sold the max bows. So they have Punch 2, Power 5, Mending, and Breaking 3, Flame, and Infinity. Depth Strider, I sold bows that were for electrifying, so they have Punch 2, Infinity, that type of stuff. I have Breaking 3 books, Frostwalker, and Looting books, and I'm not gonna lie, this shop made me a lot of diamonds. Actually, I didn't even know I had those diamonds in there. I thought I emptied everything into my ender chest, which unfortunately I can't access because I'm in game mode 3. So yeah, that's the library, and then finally we have my wood shop. The wood shop, well, I sold wood. And this was also pretty successful because, I mean, it was a stack of wood for a diamond. Who doesn't love a good bargain? Now, the final thing I'll show, there are a ton of houses here, and I'd love to spend time going over all of them. I really like this area over here. It's like a farming community type thing. There's like a silo, and there's a few pens for animals and house. So it's kind of a farming area within the housing district. But then over here, I'll show off my house. Unfortunately, I never got these chests out of here. This was the stuff that was there from the beginning. This was day 1, before the house was even here. I meant to move this stuff, I never did. And I meant to make the front very pretty, but again, I never did. Here, as you can see, we have tons of villagers. The villagers that, in my opinion, gave the best trades. I think we had for, what? It was 12 emeralds, a mending book. We have our farmer. So yeah, this was one of my proud accomplishments here on the server. And this was just some trading stuff. Full set of max diamond armor that I never even used. It's kind of crazy. Little potion setup. And this was more of my storage. And then these were my resources. I had some wither skulls, tons of lapis, iron, things like that. Tons of nether quartz, it never broke up. And like I said, I kept most of my really good stuff in my ender chest because I meant to empty it, but then the server closed. Of course, how could I forget the one last thing I did do in spawn? I made a little path to the zombie farm. Now, the zombie farm wasn't really used at this point in the game. We had the Enderman farm. However, I felt the need to make it pretty because it was just a giant cobblestone pillar and a floor down. So I made this pathway, this tunnel, and I made this little building here. All this stuff I did not do. This was already made previous to my being here, but I just built on the design. I tried to use the same material, so I used stone bricks and stone slabs and the same color clay for the building, but the building was mine. Anyway, this is my first area. It's kind of funny. So obviously, as you know, I opened up the shop for wood, and I planned this whole area to be just for farming wood. But as I built 3 of the 6 farms, 1 for each tree, I got kind of like, well, I don't need to build all 6 farms. And since I was spending a lot of time in here AFK, I didn't end up doing it, but I planned to make the mob farm, Mumbo's design actually. I really like that design. So I was going to have a mob farm. It didn't end up happening because I ran out of time, but yeah. So the original things I built were these things to manually farm trees. Right now I have birch trees, but you can also have oak trees here. Then over here I have the acacia, whatever you want to call it. I like calling it the cha-cha. And then this can be used for spruce, jungle, or dark oak, because you can plant all 3 of those in a 2x2. So that is all my tree farms here, and then on top of that I had, oh, there's a zombie in there. I had your auto sugarcane farm, AFK sugarcane farm. I have your standard tower melon and pumpkin farms, and I actually use this for villager trading. So I got some melons there, some pumpkins there, and then here you have your giant furnace setup, which is actually cooking stuff. I'm guessing it's cooking stone? Yeah. So this is for all things furnacing, and it was actually really fun to build because I've never really done redstone type things, and this isn't the most complicated thing, but it is a redstone thing. So as we're going from the first district, or not the district, my first area to the second area, I kind of wanted to have a little chat with you guys about Season 5. Now, Season 5, how it works is we are split into 2 servers. Waffles SMP, which is now a lightly modded server, and Failcraft, which is our sister server hosted by Kyle, which is 100% vanilla, amplified 1.10, Minecraft version 1.10. How I think it's going to work is I'm going to have 2 series. Right now, I'm going to start my modded series, and I'm going to be honest, I got kind of far just because I've been busy, so I've been doing a lot of stuff that I haven't had time to record. There are still stuff to do, and I will still do episodes, and I think I'll enjoy that. And then, once there's maybe not as much to do in the modded server, things like that, I will resume and start on the Failcraft server, because I haven't started there yet, and then that'll be like a brand new start, because on the modded server I have gotten decently far. So that's the deal with Season 5, that's what's going to be happening, because I have been enjoying modded, and I never really play modded, so soon enough you'll be seeing Episode 1, but like I said, I've gotten pretty far. And then also something else I wanted to mention is, I was actually one of the people, me and Zach have been working on a server website, and it is live now, and it's really exciting because I really like how the website came out. I think that, yeah, I like how it came out. So if you were so inclined, you can check in the description for a link to the website. And there you can see all the information about the server, about our past seasons, even see the members, things like that. So yeah, check that out if you want. Oh, I see it. So this is my witch farm. And in case you're wondering, I did try and light up as much as I could. Obviously, I destroyed the forest all around here, lit all of that up so mobs wouldn't be spawning. So it's actually, I found out it was really simple to build. It's just some redstone wiring. This is Zuma's design, I believe. And it uses tripwire hooks, and whenever a witch spawns, the tripwire hooks activate, and the pistons low where the water goes, pushes them out here. Then they fall to their death down here. Now, yeah, this is basically all the stuff I've gotten from many hours AFK on. I don't know why. Just didn't work. And as you can see, I spent tons of time lighting up the caves all over. There's still a ton I guess I didn't do. Like, I didn't light this up here. I have my gamma up, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, look at all the stuff I lit up. Spent so much time. Didn't light up there. But it was still a really fun project. I'm happy I did it. Of course, there's witches down here when you should be up there. But yeah, this is my little witch farm. Yeah, don't know why I said it weirdly. And that is my areas. Except for one, which is in the nether. And I realized something. Being in game mode 3, I can't get to the nether, which is sad. But I did make a wither skeleton farm. Now, I know what you're thinking. What? I never saw that in an episode. And that is true. You never saw it in an episode because I worked on it off camera. And it never really finished because I was still working on it when they decided to shift over to Season 5. So, I mean, it's not much. It's a wither skeleton farm. You've all seen it before. And that's basically Season 4 for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. I hope it wasn't too rambly. I hope you enjoyed me talking about what's next for Season 5, things like that. And I hope you guys look forward to Episode 1 of Waffles Modded SMP Season 5. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.